I very easily was like, listen, you guys, hold up, right? I was literally trying to warn so many Christian influencers and Christian brand strategists and so forth because I knew that there was going to be a rise and fall in this, right? And I think something that I want to make so painstakingly clear is the importance of being yourself, right? For a lot of people who come out and they, are like Christian influencers or whatever the case may be, it's not really motivated from the right place, right? It's not motivated from the right place. And I just think that because there is just so much complexity because of man-made religion and so many different things, you got to be really careful with that, right? Like if you're someone who you didn't grow up like that, you have to really assess your motives, and I said this, I called this out on Medium in my column. I said, what happens when we start to market our faith? Like, it's going to be a problem when you start to market your faith because it wasn't never anything that should have been profitable. You know what I mean? Like, it was always a matter of like, you really believe and you really live in it. So I am not shocked that, when it comes to, influencers and celebrities being like, oh, I couldn't live this lifestyle, right? To be honest, I truly believe and I know people are going to say what they're going to say, and I know people are going to feel some type of way, but in the Bible, God talks about how in the last days, like you'll actually no longer teach one another. It's in Hebrews. He talks about how he's going to put his spirit in you and write the tablets of I think he says, I'm going to write the tablets of he's going to put his tablets in your heart, basically. Like he's going to write his words in your heart, and it's just going to be in you. It's not going to be on you, right? Because we already know today it's just like, it's hard to discern a person's outward anything, right? Like you can really only discern a person's, we can't discern a person's spirit. Like only God knows what's on the heart. I know that was like so much mumbo jumbo, but I just think that like people who just didn't grow up like that, it's like, maybe that's just not you. And I know people don't want to believe it, but it's true. I really don't think that everybody is like a child of God. I didn't say they were bad. I didn't say they were evil. I didn't say they were undeserving. I didn't say they were kind. I didn't say any of that. I just said it's not in a lot of people, right? Like it's just not who you are as a person. Like you weren't, like you're here and you maybe, that doesn't mean you're not loved. Doesn't mean, it just means that like, you were not set apart for that sole purpose and agenda. And I know people are going to be like, what are you trying to say? That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, that's exactly what I'm saying, and it doesn't mean that you need to be converted. Because me personally, I just am not in that business. I never felt like God called me to convert anybody. I'm going to do me. I'm going to live life. I'm going to share what it is that I share. I'm going to share my testimony. I'm going to have my practices, right? But I never felt called, or I never felt like there was any purpose in me coming out and like projecting that onto somebody else and be like, this is how you need to be. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I seen very early on that like, even before I was reading my Bible, even just looking at my life, I see God very present in my life. Right? I know the songs my grandmother used to sing to me when I was a young girl. You know what I mean? Like I seen how just even as a young girl, I was so morally convicted, even as a child, like to do right by people and to do right. Like, so that's not to say that I didn't make mistakes. It's not to say I haven't, but I say that to say like, I truly believe that like God puts his spirit in some people. And I just don't think that everybody has that. And I think a lot of people want to get that for what they can get. Right. But I think it's truly something you got to live it. You know what I mean? You got to live it. And some people, that's just not what it is. And like I said, I never said that they were evil. I didn't say they were bad. I didn't say that they weren't loving. I didn't say that they weren't loved. I didn't say anything. I just said that when it comes to this walk specifically and being set apart, not everybody is on the narrow. And I think a lot of people feel some type of way because we just have a society where we don't want to be excluded, right? But the truth is Black people are excluded from everything. Okay. So the truth is there are exclusions. Okay. So just like everything else in society, that's just what it is. And I know that sounds like such a crazy take. And as I'm saying it, I don't want to offend, but I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? Like I'm really being honest. Like I genuinely don't feel like it's for everybody. And I know people are like, oh, I didn't go to church, I can come into it. I don't know. I think you gotta just, I don't know. I think he got to choose you. I really do. Like, and I'm not coming on a narcissist tip to be like, oh, I was chosen, I'm better than you. No, right? Anybody who's been living this and walking this knows that, like, God chooses you. You actually don't choose him. Like, it's definitely not giving like I was pursuing, like, no, it's like, no, literally I was born with his spirit. Like, I was born with the spirit. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't giving like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, we have to be obedient, but I don't want to lose topic. I don't want to get off topic, right? I don't want to get off topic, but at the end of the day, yeah, I'm sorry, but hey, that's just what it is. Take it or leave it. I know on the internet, we all want to be friends. We all want to be kumbaya. We all want to be included, but baby, in life, there's exclusions, right? There's exclusions. And I think that this is something that's like predestined. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's one of those things to where it's like, like you got to choose to be a part. You got to be a part of the club by doing something, right? Like, we know you can't even earn salvation. You know what I mean? So it's like, I genuinely don't think we get to choose. I think God chooses, and I think it's predestined. I think it's before you even get here. You know what I mean? And I don't know about everybody else. I don't know about that that white path. I don't know. Am I perfect? No. Am I here to condemn or shame? No. Do you? You know what I mean? But I'm just going to tell you right now. People are seeking explanations, and I think that this pretty much sums it up.